What it is, what it is, what it is. YouTube, you know what it is. It's your boy, the Moose, Moose Squad. Let's kick it.
Body jumping off wild like a zoo. Jaws bust something at the stomach too. Who's on the loose, sipping on that brew. Folks got a quick, they ain't got a clue.
All right, man. So let's get into this discussion. Let me go ahead and show you what we got today. So today we are going to be discussing this. I'm going to share with sound, even though sound ain't going to be around. Let's go ahead and get this and make that the prominent subject. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about, y'all know what this is. So, well, it could be two things, and that's the whole topic. Okay, so it says the XLR connector containing 3 pins responsible for carrying the balance of the audio signal.
Activate pile drivers. Operation Destruction.
These configurations help minimize interfaces and noise, resulting in clear audio transmissions over long distances. Pin 1, which is right here, is the ground or shield connection, which provides a path for the electrical noise to be safely discharged. Pin 2 carries the positive or the hot audio signal. Pin 3 is the negative or the cold audio signal. Okay, so the difference between XLR and DMX is cable performance. Yes, it is possible, but not advised to use XLR cables for DMX connections. DMX has a higher independence of 110 ohms than XLR's 75 ohms. Just 75 ohms, not 100. This means that XLR uses a different signal than DMX, is built to handle an XLR cable, can transmit a DMX signal, but not very well. An XLR cable used for this is likely to cause flickering lights and experience signal loss if it even eventually works at all. Using XLR or DMX. Okay, so XLR connectors like this one right here on the screen has 3 pins, as you can see, 1, 2, and 3. Is responsible for carrying a balanced audio signal. The configuration helps minimize interference and noise results, resulting in clearer audio transmissions over longer distance. Pin 1, which is right here, is the ground or shield connection, which provides a path for electrical noise to be safely discharged. Pin 2 carries the positive or hot audio signal, and pin 3 carries the negative or the cold audio signal. The difference between XLR and DMX is the cable performance. Yet it is possible, but not advised to use XLR cables for DMX connections. DMX has a higher independence of 110 ohms than XLR's 75 ohms. This means that XLR uses a different signal than DMX and is built to handle an XLR cable. It can transmit the DMX signal, but not very well. An XLR cable can be used, and this is likely cause the causes with flickering lights and experience signals loss if it even works at all. Pardon me. Using XLR and DMX together will not damage your equipment, but the signal degradation is likely. The odds of degradation is total signal loss. Can also increase based on the distances of the cable, the number of connections used, and how many of these connections are XLR versus DMX. DMX cables are all available in both 3-pin and 5-pin configurations. Both versions are AES and EBA compatible and utilize 110 ohm signal for professional audio cable performance. First signal. Okay, so this is the DMX. This is DMX now. They're all the same. One would be the signal common earth ground shield. Two would be the data minus negative signal. And three would be the data plus positive signal. Okay. So if you're familiar, right? What did we say? That in the XLR, back to the XLR, because this XLR says something right here. It says one is ground, of course, but it says in DMX, it says that that 3 is positive and 2 is negative. But here in XLR, 2 is negative and 3 is positive. I mean, sorry, 2 is positive and 3 is negative. So there is a difference between XLR all the way right there. So that's why you can't use this. And the data says data 2 and DMX 2 is considered the negative and 3 is considered the positive, and XLR 2 is positive and 3 is the negative. So they're switched back differently. Okay, so the audio connectors play a crucial role in entertainment and in the entertainment and audio industries. If you're a lighting technician or an audio engineer, you may be familiar with DMX and XLR connectors. But if you're new to the lighting and engineering, you may be confused with these two connectors. DMX and XLR feature very similar appearances, but they have distinct characteristics and are used for two different purposes. The article helps you distinguish between DMX and XLR cables connections, helping you choose the appropriate one. Okay. What is the XLR cable? The XLR cable is short for external line return. Is widely used in the audio industry. Excuse me, XLR connections were originally built to keep a reliable connection in military aircraft and later have been gradually used for various audio devices. The XLR cable is usually terminated with a 3-pin XLR connector. Each pin has its own function. For example, pin 1 would be for the ground, pin 2 and 3 would be used for the negative and positive signal transfer separately. Sometimes the XLR cable features 5-pin connectors on both 2 ends. The 2 extra pins are often used for future expansions. 5-pin XLR cables are generally used in binary recording devices and stereo mic setup. The XLR cable can deliver balanced signals over a long distance, which can avoid unwanted interference and noise. XLR cables are often shielded in the daily use and widely used in various audio equipment, such as microphone speakers, mixers, and amplifiers. Okay, now what is DMX cable? DMX, which stands for the digital multiplex, is a digital communication protocol developed in 1986. DMX cable is used the same way connector as XLR cables, but they are not designed for transmitting audio signals. They are all about data transmission between the light and the source. The DMX cable has 512 channels. They are known as the DMX universe. Each channel has data values of 0 to 255, which is just designated for controlling light attributes like color, intensity, and strobe, with higher values yielding a stronger effect for light scale events requiring numerous lights. 512 channels may not be enough, and the use of the multi DMX universe is necessary to manage the large digital data for better lighting effects. Okay, so the DMX cable should only use 5 pins connections, but in fact, 3-pin connections are often used in lighting industry. The 5 to 3 pin or the 3 to 5 pin adapters can be a solution when your connectors can't match your device. DMX cables are typically used for lighting and other entertainment systems. The DMX connector adapter, the DMX versus XLR, what is the differences? Though you may find DMX cable and XLR similar in appearance, they actually differ significantly in several aspects. The following we highlight the distinctions between DMX and XLR connector. DMX connectors usually come in a 3-pin to 5-pin connectors. 3-pin DMX cables are used for regular lighting control applications, while 5-pin DMX cables are more common in large and professional lighting setups. In contrast, XLR uses 3-pin connectors in most audio applications. 5-pin connectors pin placement comes in 3 types: 180 degrees, 240 degrees, and 270 degrees layout. The most common type is the 180-degree 5-pin DMX connector. Signal DMX cables carry digital signals, while XLR cable carries analog audio signals. Independence. DMX cables require an independence of 110 ohms to handle data transmission, though the actual independence of the cable can vary from different manufacturers. XLR cables typically have an impedance range from 45 to 75 ohms to deal with the analog and audio signals. Primary use for DMX cables are specialized for lighting control. In short, DMX is designed for lighting, XLR is for audio respectively. To get optimal performance and maintain their long use, you are not supposed to replace them with each other. Final thoughts. DMX cables are involved in lighting, design, and control applications, and XLR cables are primary use in audio engineering, sound management, and various entertainment applications. Understanding their differences help ensure proper usage of optimal performance in their respective domains. I hope this video finds you a little different than all the other videos. I'm trying different options on how to stay on script. See, it says RVVP 300V MX DMX wire. Okay, so that's what it usually says on the DMX, and different brands have different things. I don't think this microphone cord has it. I don't think it has. I ain't seen no marks on it. But as you can see, this is the XLR cable and this is the DMX. As you can see, there's no determining the two of them. As you can see, there's no determining the two of them. They look the same on the ends. They look the same on the ends. I'm trying to get it so you can see the end there. See the ends there? They look the same. But this is the XLR and this is the DMX. So anyways, the reason why I wanted you to do that is because we're going to get in Defenders of the Universe next. So that's where we're going to talk about everything else. I hope this video finds you very good. We're going to separate the two. I will be talking about a whole issue with XLR cabling on what brands to get and everything else in the next episode. And I will be talking about the DMX in another episode after that. So be on the lookout for all three of these videos. I hope you like this one. I want to get into the facts before I pull in just an episode about the two of them and how to properly use them. Because DMX has an older ball game that I want to talk about. So, oh man, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and leave a comment below. Go ahead and share this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and ring that trusty bell for more notifications for videos like this and countless others. Smash that like button and check out one of these videos right down here. And deuces, baby.